For this project, we are determining whether LED or HPS systems will be better for LL urban farms. I would recommend that LED lights are used based on the long-term savings, the type of produce, and the efficiency and environmental factors. For the type of produce, LL Urban Farms is growing hydroponic lettuce. Now, lettuce is extremely temperature sensitive, and if the temperature is too high, the lettuce will bolt, causing it to become kind of leggy and useless. This would cause a huge loss of produce. HPS systems emit a lot of heat, which would increase the temperature within the greenhouse. This could be combated by using heavy ventilation, but that would increase the monthly power costs. Now, the initial cost of LEDs is much higher than HPS, about $20,000 we figured. We found this by calculating the required number of fixtures, which was about 30 for LED and only about 12 for HPS, and then we multiplied this by the cost of the fixtures. Now, LED proves itself to be cheaper in the long run by its monthly cost of power. So we used 0.85 cents for the price per kilowatt of power. That was just the Raleigh average. Then we multiplied that by the efficiency of each fixture type and the number of fixtures. We found that LED tends to be about $124 less than HPS per month. So if you wanted to look at how that will affect you in the long run, you could take this savings and divide 20,000 by it to determine that it'll take about 13.74 years for the monthly savings to cover the initial increased cost of an LED. So with either system that you choose, the yield is going to increase. We determined that based on the DLY increase, it'll be about an average of 5,182 heads per month. This is based on the idea that a 1% increase in light will equal a 1% increase in yield. A quick side note about this, we don't exactly know at what point this increase will level off. So for the sake of this project, we are assuming that it is just going to keep going and keep going. So the more light, the more yield, although this may not necessarily be true in practice. So the return on the investment was pretty much calculated by finding the initial cost versus the savings. We found that the HPS system has a really high return on investment initially, but over time the LED system has a higher return on investment just due to the basic savings on power per month. Again, this will take about 13.74 years to catch up with HPS. But if the farm intends on continuing this system, it'll be worth it. So other factors to think about are that during summer, there's going to be a ton of light. It's going to be well above the target DLI. So in those months, we might not necessarily need any extra light. This would change the revenue calculation. So for the sake of this project, we aren't really going to consider that, but it is a good idea to think about it.